Our history is like two iconic breaking ground, making history in separate ways.
Let's proceed with what I feel is the most interesting part of the program.
All the interesting things going on in the news.
It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
There are some interesting details relating to all this. Now listen.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. If you can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
Let's see if they've got any interesting guests coming up.
I don't want to be rude here, but my stories are interesting.
Party people, what it do? It's the loudmouth Zanie K. That's my brother.
What's happening, KisAlan? The KisAlan experience. I love everybody.
Welcome to TIPI. The interesting part is where we talk about the most interesting people, the most interesting situations, and we tell some pretty interesting stories to go along with it. I see you doing your thing. I see you, baby. Hey, y'all, welcome to the program. And I want to get right into it. And I'm gonna start it off by saying this. You had one job. One job. No, you had one job. All right, we're going to get into the meat of that in a moment. One job. But first, I want to shout out our Uber sponsor, our ever sponsors, my boy, Big Don's. That's Big Don's Original. That's Big Don's Spicy. Y'all got to check this out. Go to Big Don's Collection on social media. Look them up, man. Check out their website. Go up and down. In addition to the sauces, man, these was curated. These is near and dear to our heart, brother. Curated by our youngest brother and his wife, Tammy and Shadi. And these two have put together something special, man. I love this. I put it on everything. I had it on my chicken burritos today. This is the thing. I'm always on the grill, so I'm always using this. I recommend it. You're going to love it. If you like a little kick, spicy. If you like it just, with that sweet barbecue flavor, man, you're going to love it. Low sodium, low sugar, Big Don's Collection. And I got to show you some love, Kiss.
Oh, wow.
And I've been meaning to hit you real quick because you see I'm getting kind of low. I'll be like, no, baby, we gonna go buy some vodka. We're not using that KisAlan. We saving that. This is the KisAlan experience. My brother launched this vodka last year with the help of some partners. Tell me about your partners again.
Man, NG Distillery, Noel Garcia, super Uber guy, one of my frat brothers, man, came to me, was like, you should have a vodka. Isn't that your favorite drink? We said,
yeah.
We went through it, man. And I tell you, it's a nice sipping vodka. It's a nice sipping vodka.
Again, man, what we're doing here, it's all about family. We talked about the barbecue sauce that my brother created in honor of our dad. And my brother, on the back of his vodka, he has this story that my mom used to always tell. And so, and trust me, when you taste this, I'm saving it. I've had this since last summer.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm trying to, because your boy ain't sent me no case yet. So KisAlan, what's the website where they can go to order this? They can go to the NG Distillery, right?
ngdistillery.com, ngdistillery.com. It should be up on the site, ready to go. That along with Kiss by Night, not Kiss by Night.
The Kiss Goodnight.
Kiss Goodnight. I'm sorry.
The Kiss Goodnight. Oh man, it's an amazing drink. Women, I mean, we tested it out at the what was it? The picnic.
Yes.
In Chicago. We did a taste test at the picnic in Chicago. People loved it, especially women. They love it. So you got to check it out. Log on. All right. You had one job. One job. Let's go back a little bit. About a few weeks ago, they unveiled a beautiful bronze statue of Kobe Bryant right outside the stadium. And it's in honor of his 81-point game, and you see him holding up the one, and it is absolutely beautiful. Have you seen it? I mean, everybody's seen it by now, right?
I have. It looks amazing, and it was a momentous occasion. It was amazing.
Yeah. And we've been waiting for it, and they say they got another one coming, but for this one, they had to make the statue. They had to put the bronze on it. They built the platform, the marble, and on the marble, in the writing, which is supposed to emulate the box score of that night when he played that game, and he got 81 points.
81 points.
They got some misspelled words.
What was the word? What was the word? Some German guy out of Germany, some reporter was sitting there reading word for word for word.
Right. And he pointed out that there's some misspelled words. Now, what? First of all, why didn't we know this when it was unveiled? Like, what was they trying to cover it up?
It was go time. And when it's go
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
it's go time. Like those kind of words, you gotta be locked in.
Yeah,
reading
you in there reading.
Right.
Hey, this don't look right. Anyway, I know one of the words was decision, and they spelled it decision. So DECCION, decision.
Right.
So I'm just thinking, like, you had one job, and that was either to spell it right or proofread. That's all you had to do. What was you doing? Was you high? So now they got to go back and redo it again. And you know these materials cost money, man. Somebody got fired.
Yeah,
How does that happen?
These guys, it's funny, the guys that developed all the statues outside of crypto arena.
Same people.
Chicago.
Same people.
Yeah, they're from Chicago. They're designers. And
you had one job, dog.
Yeah.
You had one job.
Hope they get it right, man.
Kobe Bryant had his finger like number one. Nah, he was like, hold up, wait a minute.
You spelled the word wrong.
This ain't right. Hold up.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
I was just about to say that. I love that kid, man.
It's TIPI. The interesting part is I'm Zanie, that's KisAlan, and we were talking about this one, man. Jake Paul. I was talking to my wife about this. Some people are not familiar with who Jake Paul is. So just let me give you some background. He's a YouTuber. He was a YouTuber who went viral every time before the rest of us even knew what going viral was. Him and his brother made millions and millions and millions of dollars doing pranks and stunts on YouTube. One day he woke up, he said, I'm going to be a boxer. You know this story?
Yes,
he said, I'm going to be a boxer. And he went on this mission to start a boxing career. He went and trained, and do you remember who his first opponent was?
Was that when he knocked out Nate Robinson?
Nate Robinson. And I love Nate Robinson because Nate Robinson snapped off when he played for the Bulls at one point. Remember?
Yeah.
He got in the ring with Nate Robinson. Again, it's like exhibition, online YouTuber calling people out. I bet you can't fight me. And Nate Robinson said, I'm gonna knock you out. Nate Robinson got knocked the woods out. Man. I mean, he got knocked. Mizocked is out. So then he went on. Now he's had some opponents. I wrote down some of his opponents. He's had some opponents that are not there's some pretty big names in there. He got it with Anderson Silva, who's an MMA fighter.
Yes.
And he won that fight. He knocked him out too, or they stopped it. He had a couple of, and most recently he had a win.
Didn't he do a former football player? He knocked him out.
Yeah, it's usually been like handpicked. I want to fight this guy, but he did fight Tyson Fury's younger brother. Tyson Fury's the heavyweight champion. He fought his younger brother, and he won that fight. So it's just been interesting to follow this along. Now, this guy's about to get in the ring with a real one, KisAlan.
Now, isn't Mike Tyson, isn't that who introduced him to the game?
Right. It was Mike Tyson's card. It was Mike Tyson's event where he fought Nate Robinson.
Okay.
Right. So Mike say, hey, you want to do this? We can do this, but I brought you in, and I'm gonna take you out.
I was watching the day, man, where Mike was they were in a space together, and Mike had a shirt on, and it was essentially the contract. And
oh yeah, when he said sign the contract, I saw that.
Sign the contract, and right on Mike's chest, Mike had already signed it, and then he signed it, and so I will tell you, man, I have gotten enough of doubting these young folk. First of all, they are super courageous. You either got to be super courageous or whacked out your mind to go into the ring, in particular with the way I've seen Tyson training lately. And so something got to be going on.
Let me hold up. Pump the break. This dude, 57, 58 years old. He's talking about a statue. He look like and he's still Mike. You see him, he's that speed, that fury. Listen, Mike got one speed, and that's knock your out, dog. He don't know how to do nothing else. Now, I don't know about these other fighters and they skills, and I see Jake improving, but still, I don't care. I don't care, man.
I'm gonna go on the limb.
Oh, come on now. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that.
Tyson, and I know this may make some people on here. I'm not saying I'm saying it's gonna be a fight. I'm saying that I don't think it's gonna be what we all think it's gonna be.
Okay.
I think we're gonna get our pay-per-view worth.
Well, and that's the thing. It's not gonna be on pay-per-view.
What is
it's gonna be the first ever live boxing match on Netflix.
Oh wow!
So it's definitely a money grab.
Netflix ain't playing with them.
They ain't playing with them. Netflix got them pockets, baby. It's definitely a money grab. But I will say this: it's hard to spend $80 million if you in a coma. You know what I'm saying? it's gonna be hard to turn that money over if you in a coma. You might well write your will out. You better have a living will, young man, because
it's gonna get interesting. It's gonna get interesting.
I can't see Mike playing with the boy. I can't see Mike dilly-dallying around. I can't see Mike is not, money team Mayweather. He's not gonna play the game and try to score points. Mike don't fight like that.
Fire from him, huh?
Mike coming, man. Mike coming for your. He might try to make it a good show, but you really gonna have to. But I can't wait to see it. It's coming up. I want to say June or July.
July. I think it's like July 20.
July 20th.
Make sure the audience
Mark your calendar for this one.
Let me make sure the audience knows. I'm not saying Mike Tyson gonna lose. But I'm saying these young folk, man, they out there, man. So
they courageous. What you say? They courageous.
Yeah, they super courageous.
It's the interesting part is TIPI. Welcome to the program. If you like how we get down, please subscribe, like the videos, show a little love, and especially give love to our sponsors, Big Don's Collection. You can find them at Big Don's Collection on social media, and KisAlan Experience Vodka. Man, you got to try it. It's smooth. Baby, it's smooth, baby. Where can they look it up at again?
NG Distillery. That's ngdistillery.com. ngdistillery.com. Check out my man Noel Garcia.
I was talking to some people the other day, and you know how you're in a crowd of people, some people you don't really know, and somebody's looking at you real funny, so just keep looking at them. I'm like, what you looking at, young lady? Do I got a booger in my nose? I mean, what's the problem? She said, you remind me of Giancarlo Esposito. You look like Giancarlo Esposito.
Who is that?
Yeah. You've seen him before. I'm gonna tell you just who he is. For our older crowd, I'm gonna tell you he is bugging out from Do the Right Thing. Oh. He was the guy with the glasses and the hair. Man, you just stepped on my Jordans. You know what I mean?
Oh,
he
yeah,
was bugging out from he was Do the Right Thing. For the younger generation, if you watch Breaking Bad, he was Gus Fring. He was the bad guy throughout the whole series. He was Gus. And so when she said that, I almost took offense because I'm like, wait a minute. But then I said, I'll take that. I've heard worse. I've heard better. But I'll take me a little Gus Fring, man. I like that. Because I can see it with you and the hats and the glasses. Does it happen to you? Do people say you look like such and such? It happens, huh?
Let's roll into it, man.
Okay. You got something for us. All right, here we go. I love this part of the show. Top five and why. Top five. What celebrity they say you look like? Top five. Number five.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I get it quite a bit. I walk in some place, they be like, "You look like R. Kelly."
No, you don't. No.
I get it, man. I get it. I
Come
tried.
on. I can't see that one. Give me another one.
Yeah.
Top 5 and why? What celebrity they say you look like? Number 4.
Alonzo Mourning.
Okay.
Class of
I got
88.
Alonzo.
My man. I love Alonzo.
I got Alonzo.
Hard.
I got Alonzo. All right. Give me another one.
Tyler Perry.
Okay, with the beard trimmed down a little bit.
Hell no.
With the glasses off.
That's what they say.
I'll take it. Yeah, cause both of y'all what about 6'5", something like that.
6'5".
Yeah.
I don't no spraying nothing in my head though. This just my hair.
Top 5 and why? What celebrity they say you look like? Where we at? Number 2?
Yeah, number 2. My guy, JB Smoke.
Oh.
I used to get offended. I'm like the dude that had the big food stamp on Def Comedy Jam. They're like, yeah, but man, I've learned this story, man. I ain't got no problem with looking like that.
Yeah.
Brother.
He's been around, man. He's done some good work. I mean, he's that guy. I just seen him at the Sound Bar here in Detroit. He's a funny guy, man, and just a great personality, real smooth personality.
Consistent.
All right. All right. Top 5 and why? What celebrity they say you look like? Number 1.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You look like somebody I know.
Uh-oh.
That's it.
That's it. You know what? You remind me of somebody. I like that.
If I tell you, man, I hear that 55 times a week. You look like somebody I know. Where I know you from?
I know you from somewhere.
Yeah.
I know you from somewhere. Did you go to Kentucky State? I know you from somewhere.
Right.
That's what's up. I'm the loudmouth Zanie K. That's KisAlan. TIPI. The interesting part is we were talking the other day, man, and I think things gotta we couldn't see eye to eye on this one, and I want to talk to y'all because I want to preface this by saying I do not mean to devalue any working professional. I do not have that intention at all. I do not mean to devalue any working professional. KisAlan asked me, would I pay $75 or more for a haircut? And I'm like, no, I wouldn't. And he got chest poke. He said, what you mean you would? I was like, dude, I think a haircut is it's one of those things. It's a maintenance thing. I'm gonna go get my haircut. I'll probably kick out 40, 45 plus $15 tip. So I might get up to 60 or 55, somewhere around that area.
Don't try to up your number.
No, I ain't upping my number. I'm saying, all right, let's keep it 100. I'm gonna pay $40 for my haircut. I'm gonna give a $10 to $15 tip. Because I've been with my guy for a long time. He the only one know how to cut my hair. That's his price. That's what I pay.
Okay.
But I can't. Once you get up to 75 and more, I think you into another realm.
Here's what I tell you. I've been going. To your point, I was going bald. I didn't have nobody who could cut my hair, who could find the texture, and I found a guy who straight up cut my hair with a razor. Don't use clippers. Cuts my hair with a razor. And I would pay $75 yesterday, today, tomorrow, because I know that I have stepped off in rooms. I know that I have stepped off in room with a shine wing tip on and a clean white collar with that line dipped in the back with that C cup right there. I would give my $75 proudly. The other part that I talk about, a serious tip, is barbers, when we think about them growing, it's the same concept, right? You price of living go up, you go up. The price of equipment go up, you go up. I struggle with the barber that just turns over $20, $25 haircuts and cut 12, 14, 15 people a day. And this is not disparaging anyone. I just say to myself, I got to go back to him next week. When I get my hair cut with the razor and he dipped me out and everything, I'm good for 3 weeks at most, almost a month, depending on if I got to go somewhere and be somewhere. It stays, it stays clean. And so in no way am I saying if you don't pay $75, but just like I said earlier, you pay for what you get.
Hey, I think I turned out fresh, and I will say this. My and I know your point. He made the point that it matters. If you going to get that job, if you looking clean, if you gonna impress somebody, you gonna turn that corner with somebody who might have thought different of you. But I'm gonna push back on that, and I'm gonna say when I look at the NBA every night, I'm watching. You see these guys, they look like straight up like buckwheat from the Little Rascals. And that seems to be some kind of a thing now. Like everybody's hair, but meanwhile, they making $100 million, $200 million a night. So I can't equate my haircut or my hairstyle to how much money I make or how successful I'm gonna be. I can't equate that. So I'm not gonna put that value on it, right? I'm not gonna put that but that's just me. I'm not gonna put that value on it because I don't think it's a haircut that gets you in the door. I don't think it's a haircut that gets you that job. I don't think it's a haircut necessarily that helps you advance in your career. Now, there are exceptions to every rule, and of course there's some exceptions there. But when I see these young kids now that look like they ain't touched their hair in 30 days, they just roll out of bed, but they still at a high level at their job or in these sporting. Man, I'm like, man, give me this $40 haircut, Tone. Hook it up. Shout out to Tone, 121 Barbershop. He know I take care of him. Give me this $40, $45 haircut. No, you know what? He gonna go up now.
He like, your brother paying $75? No. Let me make one more comment about that.
He gonna go up. He gonna our prices just went up. He put signs up on the wall. Our prices
yesterday's prices are not today's prices. I think it's important, man, when we talk about imaging and images, I think it's important that we continue to up our game. And I think it's cats like us that don't necessarily have the leeway and the liberty to allow our hair to grow all out.
I hear you.
In order to, I would never equate how much you make and so forth with, but I think imaging and the way you present yourself, whether you wear it tall and loud, as long as you keep it manicured and presentable. Some of us ain't got that $8-9 million in our pocket to where I had a ponytail every day and not worry about where our next meal gonna come from. Try to show up at your job. Try to show up at your job with matted hair. This me. I'm just doing me. This. Yeah, okay.
You know what it is, man. You know how I get down.
Okay. So it's
that is interesting. That is interesting. Where do you land on that? Make sure to let us know in the comments. And thanks for hanging out with us. It's TIPI. The interesting part is we also talked a little bit about lessons, and we talked about this last time because we grew up in Chicago. Now you have people that say, "Yeah, I'm from Chicago," and they'll be like, "Well, yeah, what part?" And they say Bolingbrook,
Naperville.
I mean, like, well, you really ain't from Chicago. We grew up in the city of Chicago, in the city. It's a tough place to grow up. I'm sure you've heard all the stories about the Wild Hundreds and the West Side of Chicago, the K-Town and all that. So we grew up in the city. And so we grew up with our parents, our grandparents, and my granddad was a military man. And some of the lessons that he gave us and he instilled in us, I mean, we carry to this day. They may be a little harsh for my kids, right? Especially my youngest son. I can't even look at him mean. He'll start crying. He's 5 years old. But one of the things we had to do when we talked about this, remember this? We was reminiscing, y'all. My grandfather used to call us all downstairs, me, KisAlan, my Uncle Randall, my Auntie Retanya, some of my other aunties and uncles, and he would make us, what did he call it? He called it police.
Yeah, we had the police and pick the floor. It was the greatest, when I think back, it was the greatest form of discipline at an early age. And we talking 78, 77, 78.
Yeah. We showing our age a little bit here.
It was the greatest form of discipline that I could have ever imagined. He would line us all up in a straight line because we had a vacuum cleaner, but it wasn't no real vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, he was like, get down on your knees and any speck or anything you see, pick it up. And and you're not gonna be down there wasting time because when you're done, remember you had to come and show him the lint and the dust.
You had to move in unison. You had to move in unison.
You had to show him what you picked up. A couple of things came out of that. One, first of all, we'd be down there laughing, joking, making jokes. So it was a way for us to bond because we all had to do it. I mean, we were young. Our aunties and uncles were older than us, but we were all equal when you was down there policing that flow. So it was a come together. The other part was, man, it was and to this day, you know, I have all these cleaning habits and I want everything in order and stuff like that. And that's part of that. It gave you a sense of pride when you look at that flow. You be like, man, there ain't a speck on that flow. People say that all the time, but we proved it, right?
You been in my basement. It better not nothing get on my copy. Man, I'm getting down there old school, and I'm picking. You be like, we got a vacuum cleaner. No, we gonna pick the flow. It's fun, man, because just think of a lesson like that we can talk about almost 45, 55 years later. If we could just take time right now as parents and instill small disciplinary activities in our kids, you got to know that it's going to carry them.
Yeah.
Right? And
it's
so just
be
mindful of that. Just be mindful. It made for a quality time with my aunties and uncles. It built some discipline. To your point, we laughed like crazy because it was the craziest. If you didn't pick up as much as I did, I was telling. Yeah.
Pick the flow. We go home with Mama, Grandpa made us pick the flow. Good.
And then we started making our brothers and sisters pick the flow.
That's right. We used to do the same thing. Man. Shout out Omar, Omega, and Shadi, our younger siblings. Boy, we had them down there. They tell you we had them down there picking the flow. So some of these things carry over, and we make light of it now. We make jokes about it now, and I know in today's world, you have to find different, more creative ways to do different things and instill those disciplinary ideas in your kids. But take the time to do that. And some way or another, take the time to do that. And that's the point we wanted to share with y'all. We appreciate y'all. TIPI, like, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get these views up. Holla at my boy. KisAlan vodka. I might take one sip tonight. Like, you see how I've had this for almost a year. I take one sip every 3 weeks.
Hey, real quick, the story on the back is just as good as the vodka.
Yes, you got to check this out. And, my mama, Regina, rest her soul, every time I read it, because I was there. I remember all of this. And so this is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. I love the packaging on it, Kiss. You did your thing with this and your boy over there. So y'all check this out.
NG Distilleries. And then we got that fire.
That big dog. You already know that big dog. Listen, I was out on the grill last night, charcoal grill. My brother always give me the heat because he saw me with a gas grill. But you ate them wings off that gas grill and they was fire. So
that's
cut it out.
Anyway. And you hurried up. You turned on your outside stove.
Anyway, these days I'm 90% charcoal because I don't want to hear it from them. And last night I got out there with some wings, and let me tell you, man, I put a little of this on there. I squeeze a little lime juice on them wings when they come off that grill. They season to perfection, and this just adds that finishing touch. Check out my brother, Big Don's Collection, at Big Don's Collection on all social media outlets. Show some love, y'all. All right, man. What else? That's it?
That's it. That's all.
I'm a holla. As always, imparting, y'all. We remind you, fly low.
Avoid the radar.
And no matter what happens, when they come for the car,
save the radio.
TIPI, like and subscribe. I'm a holla at y'all.
I love everybody.
Our history is like two iconic breaking ground, making history in separate ways.
Let's proceed with what I feel is the most interesting part of the program.
All the interesting things going on in the news.
It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
There are some interesting details relating to all this. Now listen.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. If you can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
Let's see if they've got any interesting guests coming up.
I don't want to be rude here, but my stories are interesting.